Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Fabrizio Romano here as always to keep you posted on the transfer market. Today guys is the day Trent Alexander-Arnold to Real Madrid is a here we go. It's a story you know since 1 year ago here on the channel. Let's enter into the details. Let's jump into it together. And so guys, today is the day with Trent Alexander-Arnold, with an official statement from Trent Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool announcing that they will be parting ways at the end of the season. It's over between Trent Alexander-Arnold and Liverpool. And it's not a surprise if you are following the story since 1 year ago. It was March 2024 when I came here and I told you that Real Madrid were closely monitoring the situation of Trent Alexander-Arnold, because already more than 1 year ago, February, March 2024, Real Madrid started keeping informations on the contract situation of Trent Alexander-Arnold, started considering Trent as the option number 1, 2 and 3 in their shortlist for a fullback. They wanted to add one more player in that position, and they considered, since day one of 2024, so more than 1 year ago, Trent as the perfect player. Leadership, top quality, capacity to bring assists and goals. They see Trent as the ideal signing for the present and future of Real Madrid. So they started keeping information, they started sending clear messages 1 year ago. From Real Madrid was something like, if Trent is not extending the contract, if there will ever be an open door, we will be ready. We will be there, we will be prepared to attack and sign Trent Alexander-Arnold. That was the message from Real Madrid, and this is now a done deal. Waiting for the contracts to be signed, but this is going to be just formal, so there will be no problems. Trent Alexander-Arnold can be considered now a Real Madrid player. The legal sides on Real Madrid and Trent sides are preparing all the documents, and then it will be signed. The only thing to see now is whether Real Madrid will be able to reach an agreement with Liverpool to have Trent already available for the FIFA Clubs World Cup or not. So there is a conversation ongoing. Let me say that Real Madrid internally are quite confident on reaching an agreement with Liverpool for Trent to play the Clubs World Cup with Real Madrid. So for sure that's the feeling at the club. They want to make it happen. They're trying to make it happen, but for sure it's going to be important to follow the conversation. It's going to be important also to follow the compensation, because eventually a small compensation is not a big fee. It's not 10, 15 million. It's going to be a very small compensation, but still needed to make it happen. But for sure, Real Madrid are waiting for this formal step because they want to see Trent Alexander-Arnold in their white shirt as soon as possible. The story started 1 year ago, but Trent has always been considered a top target for Real Madrid. There was a point around September, October, where Real Madrid almost had to decide which offensive fullback they wanted to bring to the club. Trent and Alphonso Davies are two very offensive players, and so to bring both of them financially because of their salaries, but also on the technical point of view, was probably not something expected for Real Madrid. So they had to make a decision, and the decision was to push very strong with Trent. When they had a feeling they could make it happen, Real Madrid decided to go very strong on Trent. They were also in conversations with Alphonso Davies, but they never closed the deal despite the reports, because they decided to invest big on Trent Alexander-Arnold, and also because, of course, Alphonso Davies made his decision to stay at Bayern and extend the contract. But Trent has always been a priority for Real Madrid. The story also includes different moments, because it's fair to say that in August, in September, in October, Richard Hughes, Liverpool director, tried to extend the contract of Trent Alexander-Arnold. Liverpool were prepared to offer really important money, almost record money for a fullback in terms of salary, in terms of new contract signing fee. So they were prepared to, I can't say break the bank, but offer important money to Trent Alexander-Arnold. But for Trent was not about money. That's the truth, that's the story. Trent wanted to try something new, a new challenge, a new city, a new country, a new league, a new club. Trent wanted to try something new in his career. And so this was the message, arrived very clear to Real Madrid. That's the moment, October, November, where Real Madrid started having the feeling that they could make it happen. Then it took time, because obviously Liverpool wanted to try till the end to extend this contract. But again, the feeling is that Trent was never making it a question of salary, signing fee, money. Trent wanted a new challenge, and Real Madrid offered him this new challenge. Real Madrid offered an important contract, but what I'm hearing is that Trent Alexander-Arnold is not going to be on a crazy salary at Real Madrid. He's not going to break the salary structures. Trent Alexander-Arnold accepted the salary structure at Real Madrid for players like him, so he's not going to be in a Vinicius Mbappe salary, but it's also fair to say that for Trent was about the challenge after spending his whole life at Liverpool. No communication was made till today because Trent wanted to focus on the Premier League title race, winning the title with Liverpool once again for the second time in his career, and then announce his decision. So he didn't want to create any public problem with this story, but at the same time Real Madrid have been on this case for months. It's also fair to say that it was the last week of December when Real Madrid approached Liverpool, because the relationship between the two clubs is quite good, and relationship was also the crucial point where Real Madrid decided at the end of December, final week of December, to approach Liverpool and offer them the possibility to get some money for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Real Madrid were like, we are prepared to go very big, to close the deal on a free in the next months. If you don't want to lose the player on a free, accept our proposal now, something around 15-20 million euros. This was the package offered by Real Madrid to have Trent Alexander-Arnold in January. Why in January? Because of the injury of Dani Carvajal, but also because of the many problems Real Madrid had with the right-back position this season. It was a very complicated situation for Real Madrid in general, but the right-back position has been a difficult one to cover since Dani Carvajal got injured. My understanding is that also Carlo Ancelotti was pushing internally to have Trent already in January, to sign right back in January. Real Madrid decided to wait because Liverpool said no to that proposal. For Liverpool, it was not about 10, 15, 20 millions. They wanted to keep Trent. They wanted to try until the end. They wanted to complete the season with the squad, win the Premier League title. Then, end of December, Liverpool were looking also very competitive for the Champions League, doing fantastic in the group, the first group stage. Then they got out of the Champions League against Paris Saint-Germain, but Liverpool wanted to maintain the squad. That's why they didn't sell Darwin Núñez to Saudi. That's why they didn't accept the bid from Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So they really wanted at Liverpool to keep the squad despite the money on the table, around 15 million euros from Real Madrid for Trent Alexander-Arnold. So that was the choice for Liverpool, even accepting the risk of losing the player on a free. That risk is now a reality because Trent Alexander-Arnold leaves Liverpool. Trent Alexander-Arnold, my understanding, also had other proposals. It was not only Real Madrid. Other clubs, especially in the last 2-3 months, tried to enter the race, tried to ask something like, how much is Real Madrid offering? We can put more money on the table. We can put a higher salary on the table. But for Trent, the decision was made. New challenge, new country, new city, new club, all friends, because you will find Jude Bellingham, who in private has always been pushing for this. More than pushing, is about telling Trent every time they met how good was life at Real Madrid in terms of club, in terms of city, in terms of how he found a new, completely new love in Madrid, in terms of love for the game, love for the fans. He found a fantastic place, and so he was sharing this experience with Trent Alexander-Arnold. Now Trent is going to Real Madrid. Here we go. And so guys, let me know your thoughts on this story, Trent to Real Madrid. What's your feeling? What's your feedback? Guys, let me know your thoughts here in the comments. Like this video, turn on the notification bell and subscribe to the channel. See you soon. Ciao.